Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, the High Guy Jacobs. And on today's episode, we are going to be diving into some of the fights we experienced in the Archipelago raid just previously that started March 31st, putting us up against some really strong competition. However, we are in Fearless. We are in the absolute top bracket of Fearless in G25, up against some pretty strong opponents. We ended up getting against a couple of whales, which really hindered our progress. But as you'll see through some of these teams fights, we do end up getting the better of them on a couple of hands. And it does go back and forth. So we're going to take a look at some of these. This is over the first couple of days. These fights are basically just spread over a couple of days in order to kind of orchestrate exactly what was happening. Now, in my opinion, wholeheartedly, I think we waited way too long. I went to bed, and when I woke up, they had not progressed towards the gate at all, and Jade had come in and pretty much locked us in. So it kind of left us in a position that already fighting uphill. So we try to mobilize, we try to get in, and we try to send our troops in to fight. And they do respond pretty much on every aspect of it until a little bit later. But just tune in, get relaxed, and enjoy some of this awesome music we got going with some of these fights. And then hopefully we can enjoy some of them together and understand what to do and what not to do. Day 2, we come back onto that same gate, still fighting. And this time we get a little bit farther ahead. But it does take us some while, so... It does take us a while, pardon me, so... Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the carnage with me. Here's a prime example. We finally get a tower down, and unfortunately, we just don't get the support that we have. We've got a lot of field fighters, which is fine. We ended up with a lot of people in the field, but one thing we experienced throughout this entire time is that, number one, we didn't have the Garrison lead that we needed, and we didn't have the players that are willing to swarm the rallies that need to get swarmed to take them off the field. We had so many troops on the field in comparison, and yet we left it all to rallies, and our garrisons weren't as strong. So instead of swarming out the rallies like we should have in mass, we kind of let them hit, and as you'll see, it didn't work out to our benefit. So it was kind of those biggest problems. We do see a Chasey Victor here coming in to help. I'm a little bit confused on the benefits of having Victor help. outside of your shelter. Just because, I mean, he really shines when you have, I mean, obviously he gets better when you have multiple troop types. So I wouldn't necessarily use him inside of just that, especially with just a Riven. The thing with Riven is that she doesn't have the Garrison tree. Oh, I guess, sorry, with Chasey. And the thing with Chasey is that she gets swarmed out really easily. And especially in AR, when you have multiple rallies, it becomes a little bit of a hindrance, right? So we do our best here to kind of refill it. But we ended up getting triple rallied here. And unfortunately, a Chasey Victor is not area effect enough to be able to defend against that. So as you can see here shortly, we end up losing it. Regardless of those who tried to rally, I mean, we tried to counter rally, I tried to swarm, we tried to get more to swarm, and it just didn't happen. So this is a situation where instead we chose after that last attempt, we chose to kind of meet out at a specific time, right before basically right at the same time that the elite scavengers are coming on. And we did this kind of specifically because we figured they would be distracted. And here's a prime example. You'll see us on the field just absolutely dominating the field control. But unfortunately, when it comes to the actual rallies and garrisons, we just seem to be lacking as a legion. And unfortunately, that kind of lack of coordination, lack of organization. We have so many troops in the field, and we don't end up rallying. We don't end up swarming out the rallies as they come. We kind of just let them hit, which is kind of a little bit messy to me. And not only do we end up just standing here, but we end up just standing here for so long that they end up being able to understand that we're attacking. So there was no coordination from leadership. There was really very little coordination from leadership, which is me too. Don't get me wrong. I'm an R5 as well. So, and normally I would take a lot of a more, like normally in our ARs and IRs, I take a much more front running role. But I'll be honest, I sometimes feel like I'm a little bit too demanding, a little bit too aggressive. And so I wanted this time to kind of just leave it up to the other R5s that were a little bit more vocal. And it was kind of a mistake because, like I said, we didn't really have the coordination and organization that we normally do. We do have the numbers, as you can see here, but it ends up kind of just being for a wash. Because as you can see, we've wasted 5 minutes of game time just sitting here, standing in their zone, not doing anything. We could have been building, we could have been, doing a lot of things, but instead we just stood there. So I blame a lot of the leadership. I blame myself. I should have done more. But it is what it is. It was a good fight. It was a good showing. We did show that our field control and our field fighting was definitely better, but unfortunately, if you don't have the rallies and garrisons, you're missing out. So other than that, I hope you guys are enjoying. We're about halfway through. Let's just kick back and enjoy these tunes. And if you've got a joint, roll that up. Or if you haven't yet, roll one up and smoke it. If you got a bong, pack it. Because trust me, it's going to be needed after the amount of wasted resources and troops we have at the end of this one. I had mentioned this earlier, but I had messaged about Riven, and I kind of got sidetracked. But as you'll see in that last tower, we had a Riven Raigaro instead of Raigaro Riven, which against multi-garrisons is not the right pick, because Raigaro has the Garrison tree, which has a ton of damage that he can, basically flat damage reduction that he gets when he's being targeted, when he gets flanked. So in AR, he automatically gets a huge amount of damage reduction just by leading with him first. Whereas Riven doesn't have that Garrison tree. So it's not as impactful. I would always put Ragaro first. Just a heads up to all those out there. Always put Ragaro first. At least for now until we get the new heroes.
I just don't know. 'Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so low? So will I feel it again? I just don't know. I just don't know. Looking back at our time, hoping that we did it right. And give me any reason to call you up late at night. And we know it's for the best, I won't put up a fight. 'Cause when the daylight comes, I still lose. So will I feel it again? I just don't know. And I'm hoping I'll find a way to let go. So if you love me, how could you leave me so long?
See that even after we end up with it on the top, it ends up being in the back. Which is unfortunate because at the end of it, we're looking at massive age station loss. And that really, really hurts. Because think about it, that's only 75% recovery, you're losing 25%. So you're losing 25,000 per 100,000. This is 75,000 dead that I lost. Which really sucks. But that being said, guys, even when we had the advantage, we lost it. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Get it out there. If you haven't already, click and become a member. We've got membership-only material. We've got members getting access early. All the additional stuff, and it's really the best way to help support the channel. So if you can, go ahead, click that membership button and become a member today. Help support the channel. Other than that, folks, love, peace, chicken grease, and until next time, stay lifted.